On this video, I'll be giving you 5 tips to help you pass the ADI Part 3 test, and if you're already a qualified ADI, this will help you pass the standards check. I'm Jonathan from Boom Instructor Training. I've been a driving instructor for 25 years. I've been training people to become driving instructors for 20 years, and I run a multiple car driving school. I'm here to help PDIs and ADIs get the most out of being a driving instructor. You're watching this video because you're perhaps curious about becoming a driving instructor, or perhaps you have an upcoming Part 3 test or standards check. So this video will give you some really helpful tips to help you pass. Tip number 1, you must understand the 17 competences and how to apply them throughout a 45-minute lesson. There's 4 lesson planning, 5 risk management, and 8 teaching and learning strategies competences. If you're enrolled on my online ADI training course, then you will have an excellent understanding of these 17 competences. If you're not using my online course, then you do need to make sure that you are 100% clear with your understanding of these 17 competences. You're basically showing the examiner that you understand these 17 competences and you are using them throughout the 45-minute lesson. Tip 2, know the roads like the back of your hand. You need to know the roads that you'll be using throughout the Part 3 test or standards check really well. For risk management competence, you need to give clear and well-timed directions and instructions, and you can't do that if you don't know the roads well enough. If you give late directions and instructions, this will lead to the pupil rushing through the MS-PSL routine, which means the pupil will more than likely make mistakes, which will increase the risk of the lesson. And this would be your fault if you didn't know the practice areas well enough. And if this was the case, you'd probably be spending too much time looking ahead, trying to find the upcoming junction, and therefore you wouldn't be aware of the pupil's actions. Again, this would be a failure on a vital risk management competence. And if you wasn't aware of the pupil's actions, then you wouldn't notice when the pupil makes a mistake, therefore you wouldn't be able to verbally or physically intervene, and again this would be another failure on risk management. So something as simple as knowing the roads really well is of vital importance. If you're not familiar with the roads, then it's a quick downward spiral into a risk management nightmare. Put the time in, get familiar with the roads that you'll be using, and then you will be on the right track to effectively manage the risk of the lesson. Tip 3, go with the flow. You need to deal with whatever happens. So keep an open mind, go with the flow, and just deal with whatever you see happening either outside the car or inside the car. There could be an unexpected hazard at some point. For example, a lorry has spilled something on the road and this is causing traffic chaos. Well, you just have to deal with this. You might need to verbally or physically intervene to help the pupil deal with this and manage the risk. So just respond to whatever is happening. Your pupil will invariably make random and unexpected mistakes, so expect the unexpected. When a pupil makes a mistake, this is now your priority. Discuss what happened, the risks, what to do next time, and if it's practical, let them try again and agree the balance of responsibility for this. So don't just blindly drive to the practice area, ignoring any mistakes. When you notice a mistake, discuss it and help the pupil move forwards with their learning. Tip 4, slow things down. Talk fairly slowly. When people get nervous, they tend to waffle and logic can go out the window. By intentionally slowing down your speech, particularly at the start of the lesson for the first 3 minutes. This will help keep things calm. Work from some notes that you've got written down. So have a folder with you at the start of the lesson where you'll have the questions written down to help identify the pupils' learning goals and needs. And just ask the questions from the notes that you have written down on the folder. And by doing this, it will just help the lesson get off to a good start. Tip 5, keep it simple. Agree a specific and narrow goal which is achievable within the time frame of the lesson. For example, your pupil has been struggling on previous lessons to find a safe, convenient and legal place to pull up on the left. Your pupil is often hesitant when asked to pull up and often will drive past several safe places before pulling over. Then they get a bit flustered and end up pulling up in front of somebody's driveway or at a bus stop. And their position is often too wide, so they aren't stopping close and parallel to the curb. This is ideal. So the goal would be to help the pupil improve at identifying a safe, convenient and legal place to pull up on the left and stopping close and parallel to the curb. You'd direct the pupil to suitable practice areas which are challenging enough to make the lesson interesting. Give appropriate advice and encourage the pupil to work things out for themselves as much as possible. Allow the pupil ample opportunity to practice, at least 8 to 10 practices at doing this. Start off by giving some guidance for the first few practices and then pass more responsibility to the pupil as the lesson progresses. Therefore, we can see the pupil is moving forwards with their learning and improving. Get back to the driving test centre car park with between 3 and 5 minutes remaining, and then ask the questions on the reflective log. Job done, keep it simple. Give this video a like if you've enjoyed it and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. This would be really helpful. This is a new channel and liking and subscribing really helps with the algorithms. And if you have any thoughts that you'd like to share, then comment below. If you would like to become a driving instructor, check out boominstructortraining.com. There is a link below. And if you're an ADI that would like some help leading up to your standards check, again, check out boominstructortraining.com. I have created an excellent online video learning course to help people qualify as driving instructors and stay qualified as driving instructors. Thank you for watching, and remember, when you're teaching pupils, keep it simple and enjoy it.